Yes, I'm sorry. It is. No, the address is where we originally get
This will be a huge
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. We did not mean to blow you up like that.
Oh yeah, turn it off, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. But we got it.
Always a great pleasure.
Yeah, you say that as long as I spend
Hey,
money.
Miss
Great
Johnson.
hat, by the way. Let me get a photo of
Oh,
you.
okay. Hey, we'll put
Just for a second. We promise not for you.
Okay, go.
Thank you.
the series of photos.
Worst case scenario, I'll just kind of
The cheese, the hands,
Right.
or just blur them.
Or the backs of the head.
And the blur effect.
Yeah.
You guys have issues with channel two?
Yeah, like I'll try to turn it down.
Yeah. I just unplug. I
That's
just
the same, yeah, it's, I'll stay cool.
Channel two, channel one, you're getting up there, I'm like, I just unplug.
I'll just unplug
Yep.
it.
Unplug channel.
Plug back in one. One audio.
So we're trying to
The one that I stole from you.
I was reading last year on Sunday and it was like total wrenched that rating.
Oh, Sunday was terrible.
It was so okay.
Usually work morning.
They're gonna be big mornings right now.
Are you
Just kind of
feeling
feeling it's holidays.
Rich's replacement?
It's used to actually
What I did to deserve it.
I know, I don't
Yeah,
either.
I see all the time, all of a sudden.
I don't either.
They're on
Yes, I sort of talk like, where's like, look, he left the business.
And he sees yours as well, so he knows you today.
Hi, my name is Emily. I'm with the city of Toledo.
Oh, good.
I tell you guys that the mayor will work very soon, so under 5 minutes. So
Okay.
just wanted to give you that update. Yeah.
I'll talk to you.
Thanks for
We
getting.
got word that the mayor will be here in less than 5 minutes. Okay.
Yes, is Gretchen coming? Okay. Tell her I said hello. And tell her I said thanks. That was helping us really get the word.
Floored by all the things that you guys offer.
Yeah, we do. And best kept secret in 24. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep, I did grab one from you. Thank you.
And Gretchen mentioned that you're going to want to do a meal after with Mrs. Johnson and Johnson.
Yes, right. If you guys have time, just like, we were hoping to just do a quick little video, 30 seconds to a minute about why staff is important, why it's a good idea to sign up, and then we'll kind of compile it with other footage that we got today and make a little promotional video for it that we'll share. So, yeah, I don't want to do it very long, highlight it.
Our dogs like walk by, they'll not record
And
them.
Latina.
Well, because last year she went straight up. She's going to the 3 1.
Every day you gotta fill it. Every cup of water. The year that's,
White House.
we went up right after Thanksgiving.
Oh, good.
Took about like an hour. This one's nice. No, let's go here.
Well, we
Let's
went
go all the way to the other side.
We went Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
You cut it down and everything.
They can have it.
First year, I brought my saw and I saw for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I just got a firework.
Just call me.
There's also, I don't know,
I know the city milk is on. Taking the head down the park.
Where you gonna take it off?
I am, when I get ready to talk with her, I walk back here.
You guys like my post most of the time, so you must like it.
We didn't even Google. Oh, first thing? No, I did Google it.
To the mayor, you can start with some sort of real.
But
You know, on this site, there's already settlement of the.
probably has all these cards.
You guys staff everything. I would like to. I think we're pretty good.
Oh, yes, thanks. Good morning, everyone. We want to first say thank you for being here. I am Billy Johnson, the President and CEO of the Area Office on Aging. We are here today to elicit your support and help in getting the word out about the SNAP program. The SNAP program stands for Senior Nutrition Supplemental Program. Did I get that right, Miss Tina?
Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
All right. So I am delighted to tell you that this lady here is Tina Williams. She is the director of our Nutrition and Wellness Program. And we also have Dr. Rebecca Liebes, who is the vice president of our Nutrition and Wellness Program for the Area Office on Aging. It was Dr. Liebes who got the application in to the National Council on Aging that brought $50,000 to our community, which we are now supplementing at the Area Office on Aging to really get outreach and get the word out about the SNAP program for older adults. Only 7% of all of the older adults know about the SNAP program and have applied for the SNAP program. We have too many elderly in this community and throughout Northwest Ohio who are not participating in our senior nutrition program and not participating in the SNAP program. So we were delighted to have the mayor here with us today to help us reach out and get the word out to seniors and to caregivers and families of seniors about the SNAP program. Too often, older adults are ashamed to let their family members know that they are dealing with food insecurity and hunger. We want to do something about that in this community. So the Area Office on Aging has, with the leadership of the individuals that I introduced to you, are working with the City of Toledo and the Mayor's Office to help bring awareness about this program and get more older adults signed up for the SNAP program. I'm going to pause here because we have a couple of other people who are going to speak after the mayor, but I first want to introduce the board chairman of the Area Office on Aging, Mr. Bill Harris.
Thank you, Mrs. Johnson. You know, it's ironic that here in the United States of America, which in the past has been considered the breadbasket to the world, has a problem with food insecurity. And we're finding at the Area Office on Aging that a lot of times it's not so much the insecurity as it is people not stepping forth to avail themselves of the programs that are available. And that's why you're here. We are wanting to get the word out so that seniors will snap to it, if you will, for this program. And here to help us with that is the Honorable Mayor of the City of Toledo, Mayor Kapszukiewicz. Thank you.
Thank you.
The SNAP program is not new. It's been around for a while, and we hope it will remain around for a while. That's not the reason we called this news conference. That, in my judgment, is not the newsworthy thing. SNAP's a great program. It was enacted by Congress, boy, I don't even know how long ago, but it's been a fabric of life for millions of Americans for a number of years. About 5.1 million older Americans benefit from monthly SNAP services. And in 2015, SNAP lifted 4.6 million people out of poverty, including over 360,000 seniors. So this is a good program that works. It has worked for a while. It is one of those rare programs on Capitol Hill that actually enjoys bipartisan support. Both parties are inclined to support this program and lift it up and fund it. None of that is the reason we're having this news conference. Unfortunately, the reason we're having this news conference is because we have noticed that an unusually high, and frankly a heartbreakingly high percentage of seniors in our community aren't taking advantage of this program. They're eligible for it. The money is available. We know how hard it is to get money from Washington. Actually, the folks in Washington for once weren't fighting over something. They were funding this and passing it along to communities. The money's there. Folks are eligible for it. It's a helpful program that lifts people out of poverty. But we have noticed, the folks at the area office and other advocates for older Americans and older Toledoans have noticed that our seniors aren't taking advantage of this in the way that other communities do, the way that they could, the way that they should, and frankly, the way that they used to in some ways. Earlier I used the word heartbreaking. I think I'll use it again. Help is there, and we want to make sure that people know that this is a way to receive help, that you're entitled to, that you deserve. And we don't want anyone to not get that help because they're unaware of it, or as Billy mentioned, somehow ashamed of it. I think that probably many of us are guilty of thinking about food insecurity and hunger as a problem that maybe only affects younger people. I think many of us, when you sort of close your eyes and visualize food insecurity, you think of a working mom and her kids, and goodness knows, unfortunately, that is true as well. But not often enough do we visualize older Americans who suffer just as much from food insecurity. I think that would surprise people. I don't think it's what we visualize or think of when we think of food insecurity and hunger. I think there's a lot of reasons for that. Among those reasons, almost certainly, is a sense of shame, again using Billy's words, you know, that older Americans may feel. I think perhaps it's generational. I think when you have come to a certain stage in life, you know, especially older generations who have already sacrificed so much and fought in the wars that have, you know, helped make our country free. You know, there is, you know, you can sort of adopt an attitude. It's okay, I'm fine. You know, I can take care of myself, etc. And I understand that to some extent. It's human nature, but it doesn't need to be that way. It's okay. there is help for you if you are older and are hungry. I don't know how else to say it more bluntly than that. We wanted to use this opportunity to spread the word to the community that this is a program that works, that's available, that produces results, and that you don't have to feel badly about taking advantage of. And if we can spread that message, I think we enjoy that we've done something good today. Hunger and food insecurity is always heartbreaking. I think during the holidays, I think it becomes an additional challenge. The holidays, as wonderful as they are for so many reasons, you know, you do have people who live in your neighborhood and maybe are your neighbors or not. The people that you interact with all the time find themselves lonely this time of year, scared, and hungry. And we can never tolerate that as a community, and we certainly don't want to tolerate it during the holidays. So I will conclude my remarks actually by thanking you, thanking the media for being here to cover this story and to help us communicate to our older citizens that this is help that's available. We want you to take advantage of it, and we want you to be healthy and happy. Frankly, you know, seniors with access to nutritious food are less likely to get sick, less likely to have to be hospitalized. All those things that we want for our seniors sort of begin and end with access to nutritious meals. We want people to know that and take advantage of it. So, with that, I will turn it back
And stay for a few minutes in case they have questions.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. So the mayor is so right. Because of the holidays, we really want to make this issue resonate with family members, with community members. And also, we have been challenged during this pandemic, helping older adults who live alone get the kind of food that they need, deal with their health and security. So one of the people in this community who has been just a blessing to the Area Office on Aging and the entire community is Miss Donnie Miller, who runs the Frank Troy Senior Center here and has been operating that for us for quite some time and is about to embark on expanding this center for us. So without further ado, Ms. Donnie, would you come up and say a few words about the health and security of seniors?
I would love to.
Good morning. As Billy mentioned, my name is Donnie Miller, and I have the honor and the pleasure of running the Neighborhood Health Association. One of the things that we do is to provide a large number of health care services and dental services to those folks who in this community who are disenfranchised and have significant trouble gaining access to those kinds of services. It is, again, my honor to work in close partnership with Mrs. Johnson and the Area Office on Aging and the City of Toledo to bring this important information to your attention today. We are lucky in this community to have advocates like Ms. Williams and Dr. Leibes and Ms. Johnson and her team who understand the importance of this issue, not just on the fact of, you know, that we need food in our bellies, but the impact that food has, good food has, on the overall quality of life. And I appreciate that the mayor has taken time this morning. Thank you, Mayor, for emphasizing the importance of this issue. So I want to ask you to imagine this. Imagine that you go out of your house in the morning and the older woman next door to you that you see all the time comes out, she picks up her paper, she talks to you across the back fence. She goes into her house, you think things are fine because that's what she wants you to think. Because she comes from a generation of people where pride is so significant. Remember that the seniors we're dealing with now are those seniors that, as the mayor said, have fought wars for us, have been raised in that old school model of you get out, you get it done, you do it for yourself, you don't ask people for help. So this person, the senior next door to you, goes into her house. She closes the door. She goes into her refrigerator. There is very little there. There's always going to be food for the cat, always. Not so much for her. Not so much for her. How can we, in this country, as Mr. Harris mentioned, how can we allow that to happen? We can't. But a big part of fixing that is getting to the folks who are uncomfortable coming out and asking for help, and oftentimes simply don't know that the help is available. That's one of the things in all of my time in working in this city that I find to be true. This city is extremely well resourced. We have lots and lots of services for people who need them, but getting people to, number one, pay attention to the fact that the services are available, and number two, getting beyond the I'm not going to let people know that I don't have this mindset is extremely tough. When it comes to issues of food insecurity, though, we cannot accept that as an excuse. If we don't get people fed, we don't get people healthy. We don't get people to improve the quality of their lives. We don't begin to have the opportunity to address the high cost of health care in this country, which means that we don't begin to address the barriers that keep people from using the system. So as you leave us today, I know a lot of you don't have any say-so over where this lands on your station or in your publications. But if you have a minute, go to your bosses and say, look, this is front page story, this is front page news. We can't continue to allow seniors, anybody in this community to suffer from food insecurity. The long-term ramifications are far too significant. So thank you. Thank you so much for considering this important and for joining us today.
So at this time, we would like to entertain any questions that you have, and the mayor has been gracious to spend some time with us and stay with us and help us answer any questions that you might have about the program. I do want to say that on the back table there's lots of resources back there about the SNAP program, the eligibility of it. The Area Office on Aging will help any senior who needs assistance in filling out the application to do so. We have been very pleased that Job and Family Services, the administrators of the SNAP program locally, have been just extremely cooperative with us and making things easy for seniors. Yes, sir.
My mom is lucky enough to have me to fill out anything on the internet, but say there's a senior that wants to do this, but they can't either get on the internet or get someone to help them, or how would they get here? How would they get that information?
Yes, they can call us at 419-382-0624. And what we have done is made the process easy for seniors. So we actually help them fill out their applications. We send them the signature page, including the application, with a pre-addressed envelope, and they'll just send that right off to JFS. And our website is www.areaofficeonaging.com. Yes, my name is Tina Williams, and I actually operate the SNAP program at the Area Office on Aging. We are delighted, and we want to help seniors and make that process easy to fill out applications for SNAP.
Could you come on? She wants you to get closer to the mic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you
sir.
very much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Any other questions about the SNAP program or about the Area Office on Aging? We also, again, just want to thank the mayor for helping us raise this issue to this kind of level, because it is so important that older adults not go to bed hungry. We do an awful lot in this community to help with senior nutrition. The food banks are wonderful. The Area Office on Aging is not the only agency working on food insecurity. We have a whole array of wonderful agencies and organizations who are assisting us. But SNAP, because we have this program in our agency, we want to get everybody who's eligible fill out an application and get those benefits. Any other questions? Any of the mayor? Okay. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. We
Thank you,
appreciate it
guys.
so much.
Thank you.
Mayor, thank you.